I'm on the beautiful Boston Whaler 350 Outrage just outside Hamilton Island with Andrew from Queensland Marine Centre. And this boat's been rigged with three 350 horsepower Mercury Verados, mate. Have a look at them, aren't they great?
They are fantastic.
No doubt.
The triple 350s, and this boat especially, performs outstanding, as you've seen.
Yep.
These ones are the white engines, which is an option you can choose now with Mercury. A couple of different shades of white engine or black.
Andrew, these things don't just look great, they go great. These are V6 engines, correct? How many litres?
They're 2.6 litres, the Verados. The 350s also upgrade to a heavy duty gear case to handle that horsepower. And geez, they just are fantastic. They're running now, so we've got over 1,000 horsepower behind us, and don't have to raise your voice a bit to hear or talk, and it's amazing.
It is.
Liquid cooled supercharger on the new 350s.
And that's unusual to the rest of the Verados, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. Air cooled before that, but the difference we're getting with the direct air intake and that liquid cooled is fantastic.
Yep. Amazing performance, but amazing fuel consumption figures as well. So we've really changed a lot. You know, you can go to a boat like this nowadays and put outboards on it. Whereas before you would have had to have a super tanker next to you just to keep the fuel up to it to do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's right. A lot of people see three on the back and think you've got a tow tanker with you. Yep. But the load that it takes off the engines and the economy they're now getting with the performance is outstanding.
Hey Andrew, we can talk about these wonderful engines all day, but the proof of the pudding is in the cooking. Let's go drive these things, eh?
Yep, let's go.
Absolutely. Feel that coming out of the water. We're up, we're out, we're travelling. Quick, smart. We're doing a very brisk 28 to 30 knots here, depending on the tide, at 4,000 RPM, and we're still only using about 133 litres an hour, and that's total. So we've got excellent range with that sort of economy for that sort of horsepower on a big boat. Another big feature that really we need to look at here, it's not just about horsepower, it's about torque. These engines have got the torque to hold this hull well and truly up on the plane confidently at very low speeds. For a big boat, it's actually a very efficient hull. We're at well and truly up and planing, but we're only doing 14 knots. So this is a great travelling speed, perhaps around the harbour or something like that, with a big load on board, just cruising, but still travelling some distance. We're doing about 3,000 RPM and using 78 litres an hour, so still very efficient, nice comfortable travelling speed. You know, once upon a time you'd never ever have thought about putting three 350 horsepower outboard engines on a 35-foot deep V hull. It's just unheard of. But the efficiencies and the technological developments that Mercury have come up with have led us into this new wave of outboard technology that's not only giving us enormous thrill and torque and power and speed, but it's also giving us the fuel economy to be efficient in a big heavy boat like this. It really has changed the whole outlook of boating, and that's Mercury since the day they founded.